All right, more long division problems here. The same assignment. Getting down to number 18. Now, the biggest issue I see here is that these are out of order. So when we're writing them down here, we don't have to have a placeholder, but we do have to make sure I have k to the third first because we're putting this in standard form. Minus 5k squared plus 8k plus 4. Now, the other thing you can do, and I will accept this, if you change this around, negative 1 plus k is the same thing as k minus 1. I would rather it k minus 1. All right, so I'll be able to tell whether or not you copied the answer down or not by whether you have k minus 1 there or not, because k minus 1 is what I want. So thank you for listening and following along with the video. It's like saying if I had negative 2 plus 5, saying 5 minus 2. You get the same thing either way there. So I'm just rewriting it. If you want to call it descending order, it'd probably be a good idea too. So what do you multiply by k to get k to the third? That's just a k squared. So k squared times k is k to the third. K squared times negative 1 is negative 1k squared. We're going to subtract. When you subtract, you got a 0 there. Negative 5 minus negative 1, that'd be a negative 5 minus negative 1. So it'd be negative 4. Yeah, because it's plus 1. All right, so negative 4k squared. And then I drop down my positive 8k. Now, what do you multiply by k to get negative 4k? What do you multiply by k to get negative 4k squared? That's got to be negative 4k. So I was giving you the answer. Negative 4k times k is negative 4k squared. Once again, I took this and multiplying it by that right now. And so then negative 4k times negative 1 is a positive 4k. And yes, we subtract. So when we subtract, we get a 0 there. Then 8 minus 4. So 8 minus 4. That's going to be just a 4 with a k next to it. And then plus 4 right here. So what do we multiply? What should we multiply by k to get 4k? Just a 4. So 4 times k is 4k. And then 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. And yes, we have to subtract. And you might think for a second, oh, we got no remainder. No, we have a remainder. Sorry. That's a 0. But then you have 4 minus negative 4. Well, that'd be 4 plus 4, which is 8. So our quotient, our solution to this division problem is, and I would like to say, k squared minus 4k plus 4, and then plus 8 over k minus 1. Now, this should be a little different than the answer, but that's okay. It's still correct. It's still accepted. One problem left that I'm going to help you out with. It's number 20. Number 20. Here we go. They're in the right order, so I can go ahead and write that in. 50k to the third plus 10k squared, so on and so forth. And over here, I have 5k minus 4. All right. So, what do you multiply by 5k to get 50k to the third? Well, it's got to be 10 with a k squared next to it. Now, that's because 10k squared times 50k is going to be 50k to the third, which is what we want. Now, 10k squared times negative 4 is negative 40k squared. So we're going to subtract this now, and it's going to be okay. So when we do that, we end up with, that's a 0, and then 10k squared minus negative 40k squared, that's going to be 50k squared. Because when you're subtracting a negative, you add. And then negative 35k right there. So, next up, what do you multiply by 5k to get 50k squared? So that's just going to be a positive 10k. 10k times 5k is 50k to the second. And then 10k times negative 4 is negative 40k. Okay, so when we subtract, we get a 0 there. But then if I have negative 35k minus negative 40k, that turns into a plus, so it's going to be 5k. And then I drop down my negative 7. All right, hopefully everybody's still with me here. What do you multiply by 5k to get 5k? That's a 1. Got to have a 1 there. Then we take 1 and we distribute it. So this would be 5k, and then we have minus 4. This looks a little bit like a 6, and so just for all the haters out there, I'm going to put a 5 there. And I'm going to subtract this. So 5k minus 5k, that's 0. Then negative 7 minus negative 4. Negative 7 minus negative 4, negative 3. So here's my answer, my quotient. My 10k squared plus 10k plus 1 minus 3 over 5k minus 4. Okay, so that whole thing is going to be your quotient. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and wipe this off, so if you need to copy it down, that's fine. The homework that you will be responsible for are these numbers. Numbers 11, oh, hello. 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, and 19. So I did 6 problems, and your homework is 6 problems. Okay? Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day.